What's up, guys? It's Looney Tinty. Today we're going to talk about some RuneScape memories. I love to be able to talk to you guys, especially all my subscribers. You guys put up with all the Abyssal Demon videos. I want to give you guys a video of me just talking about some old memories that I used to have. Maybe you guys can remember some of the stuff you used to do. So if you guys are want to play some RuneScape or try out some Hearthstone or play some League of Legends or play whatever game that you want to play and just sit back and listen, I'll take it from here. So I want to talk about some RuneScape memories of when I was a noob because just one second, making a vid. Thanks though. So I want to talk about some memories that I used to do when I was a noob, because I'm still a noob today. I may have just killed 100,000 Abyssal Demons, but that doesn't mean that I'm anywhere close to skilled like a lot of these players that know the ins and outs of everything, you know? For a lot of people that don't know, I played free-to-play for such a long time. I used to play during Classic. This is my my first account that I've ever made, and this is the account that I've always played on. But I was always free to play, and I think I got most of my stats all the way up to like 60 in free to play. All the ones that you could have got in free to play, I got them all up to like over 60. And you know, that was pretty insane for back in the day. But some of the stuff I used to like to do was I don't know if anybody remembers this, but there used to be a guy that was like called like buys coal or something like that, and he would buy all the coal for 150 GP each. It was like a guaranteed money making thing. So what I'd do is I'd mine coal and I'd sell it to the guy, and eventually that guy stopped playing because it was back in Classic, it was a long time ago, and I really enjoyed mining. I don't know why. It was one of my favorite skills, and it's so funny because I don't have 99 mining, but it was my favorite skill back in the day. And I finally mined enough where I was able to go into the mining guild. Any of you guys remember when you guys could make it into the mining guild, and it was one of those like epic moments of your RuneScape playing career, I guess you can say. Even, well, some people play it like a career. And you get in there and you see all the coal. And then you have the mithril rocks, and you're like, what? You know, and every time a mithril rock popped up, everybody was on it. And it was just a really fun time. Like, what I would do is I'd farm, well, not farm, but like farm, like as in gathering all the skills. I'd mine a full inventory of coal, and then I run back to the fallow ore bank, and I would stand there and I would say selling gold, 100 GP each, and I would sell the gold, or sell the coal for 100 gold each, and I'd sell it immediately, a whole inventory, and then I go back and I did that over and over and over for so long, and I made so. When I had like 500K, I thought I was rich. You know, I was like, this is amazing, because back in those days, you know, that was a lot of gold. I don't know if you guys remember the rare prices, but you know, they weren't very much. Like my first Santa hat I ever bought was 150 to 165K, and a room plate was 70K. You know, so the prices were a little bit different back then. And I remember doing that and having a great time, just mining coal and doing that. And then I finally got up to the point where I would mine my coal and I'd mine iron and I'd save it. And then I'd start making it into steel bars. Because what I found out was when I'd alch a steel plate body, it would alch for like, what, 1,100 or 1,200, something like that. And I thought that was insane. I was like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 99 magic off alching these steel plate bodies. So I'd make a bunch, like 20, and then I'd outcome, and then I'd make some more, and that was a really fun time, being a noob, not knowing what you're doing. And another time was because I was free to play still. I don't know if you guys remember this, Karamja or whatever I just kill names of places, but it's where the volcano is. If you guys ever played free to play back in the day, do you guys remember? They used to have that dock where you fished at, and then they switched the dock. They actually moved the dock. They made another dock. But when you'd fish there, you'd always ask for fires. Fires, please. Buying a fire or something, $1K to buy a fire, and people would sell making fires over there so people can cook their fish. And you would actually have players coming from the volcano that were killing lesser demons coming, and you would sell them your cooked fish so they could go and train their combat. So it was like a whole circle, You would fish it, people would be selling fires, you'd cook the fish, and then you would sell it to the players that were training combat. It was such an amazing thing to do back then. It was a lot of fun. You got to talk to a lot of people, and I remember when I started going into the volcano to train on lesser demons. And what I would do is, because like if you got a rune helm drop, that was, it made your day. And I talked to a lot of like newer players today, and rune drops are kind of, whatever nowadays, But man, I remember getting a rune drop, and it was one of the, you were on, what do they call it, like Cloud 9 or whatever. You were so excited to get a rune drop. I remember one time I was looking up this website, and I saw a picture, and it was a full inventory of rune two-handers. And I was like, that guy is the richest guy in game. That's what I really thought, because I was a newer player, and rune was the thing back then, especially free to play. It was the thing. And then I remember my friend got members. Wow. He got a dragon longsword. I was jelly. I was like, you're rich, man. You play less than me and you're rich, you gotta, and he was really proud of that. And then eventually he got a dragon battle axe, and I was like, dang, and it was crazy. And I remember him funny story about the dragon med. You guys know I like dragon meds. It was the first members item that I ever got. I remember him telling me about this helmet, this dragon med helmet. It was all red. It had spikes on it, and I was like, "What?" And I remember searching it and seeing the dragon med helmet, and I thought it was the coolest looking thing ever. And then finally, I eventually got well, actually, here's a cool story. I remember watching him play, and you used to be able to challenge people to fight. Like, you guys remember, like, we have staking nowadays? Well, if me and you were standing at the bank, I could challenge you, hey, you want to fight? And we could fight right there. It was a cool feature, and I remember him doing it. They used to box all the time. He said that was the funnest thing. He's like, I love to go out and I love to box people, because they wouldn't stake or anything, because you can do it for free, and they would do it for free, and they just box each other. I thought it was the stupidest thing. I was like, why don't you just use weapons, and then staking came about and got really popular, and I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. But that was the first staking was you could challenge anybody to fight anywhere. It was like World PvP, but you just challenge them to like a duel. I don't know if it was called the duel back then. You guys remember the sleeping bag? Oh, I hated that thing. You used to be able to get fatigued on this game. I don't know what they were thinking, if they thought it was a cool idea or what, but Jagex has always done bad updates. It's you know, but the sleeping bag you could actually go and sleep in beds to get unfatigued, because once you got so fatigued you couldn't do anything. You couldn't fight, you couldn't mine, you couldn't skill, you couldn't do anything. So what you did, I guess maybe it was an anti-bot thing. I don't know what it was. But you used to be able to sleep in beds or whatever, and it just took a few seconds. You know, it's like drinking a pot or something, you know. But you used to have a sleeping bag you could take with you to places. So if you were training, you got fatigued, you can sleep in your sleeping bag. Good old RuneScape. I loved it. I'll tell you guys one more story. It's getting a little longer, but I haven't been able to talk to you guys in a while. But just been so busy killing Abyssal Demons. Now I'm killing another monster. I'm killing Jadidicons right now. Nothing for 100k or anything. I'm just trying to get some those favor points so I can make some more Juju mining potions. But the first real money I ever made on RuneScape was from one of my friends. He was training his cooking, and he needed 100,000 bowls. Yeah, just the bowls, because he was making stew or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's making. So I collected. I felt I collected a million bowls, but I only collected like 120 or something like that. And because he was paying me like, I think it was what was it? I think it was like 100 GP a bowl or something like that. So you know, that was my first real money making method that I ever did, was collecting bowls for one of my friends. Funny stuff. All right, guys. So this is like a 12-minute video. I just want to give you guys some RuneScape memories of back in the day, because this is going to be my 100k Abyssal Demon videos. You know, man, I've been making a lot of Abyssal Demon videos. It feels like it's really repetitive to me right now. I don't want to put any more Abyssal Demon videos out. I just did one today, but I don't want to do any more. I want to do one more, and that's going to be the 99 price check, and I'll be done with Abyssal Demon videos for now, until I get Abyssal Demon mask, and then I'm going to sell the tab, and I'll be like, no, you know, we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for all the support, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me just talking about old RuneScape stuff that I used to do, and hopefully it reminded some of you guys, some of you old players, on stuff that you guys used to do. And if you guys have anything that you guys did, leave it in a comment. I always like to hear people's stuff that they used to do, you know, when training methods were just training methods, and there wasn't these elitists to tell you, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. It was just cool. So if you guys made it to this the end of this 13 and 30-second video, I want you guys to leave in a comment. I want you guys to tell me someone famous on RuneScape that the name always popped in your head. A lot of you guys think Zezima right away, and if you guys don't know anybody, you know, just put Zezima or something, you know. But mine is Sax, S-A-Z. He was the first ever famous RuneScaper that I ever knew, that I ever saw in game. He had like 99 full combat, strength, attack, defense, everything was 99, and have all 99s back then was crazy. So Sax was back in the day my famous YouTuber. Let me know yours, and like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Med.